Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about the movies, TV shows, I don't know, whatever the case may be. Shoes, I don't know, just whatever. So, for this video, I'll be talking about a podcast that was posted on this SoundCloud channel, done by these two individuals that was just talking about like anything that they would deem necessary to be worthy, of course, which in itself doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing per se. But for the video I'm going to be talking about, referring to a certain topic about Disneyland and pregnancy. So, how Disney can, be helping these kind of women out and whatnot. I mean, okay, I've spoken about, okay, when it comes to Disney characters or cosplay or whatever, people being pregnant, whatnot. This was not the only time I've spoken about this before. If anything, I spoke about this kind of thing again recently, so I guess I'm returning to this topic again. Oh boy. So, yeah, again, talking about this kind of a thing. I don't really understand as to why that this needs to be a subject matter, but I guess here we are. Because reasons, I suppose. Like, okay, sure, whatever. So yeah, folks, just thought I'd just cover this again. Again, the whole idea here is that it's trying to discuss how the people at the theme park, how the ways design when it comes to literally anything that involves the theme parks. How can the theme park over there and like any Walt Disney theme park, how can they handle a soon to be parent, I guess you would say, and whatnot? How can they help people out? But it's just the way they're talking about it just seems questionable. Just the way they were doing this kind of a thing just makes it seem kind of stupid and whatnot. Because no one here is trying to stop you from trying to do whatever you want. If like what? And assuming that they would stop you, I'm referring to people who work at those theme parks. They would stop you, sure, but it has to be within reason. There has to be a reason for whatever you're doing. Maybe you're doing something bad. Whatever. I've discussed this kind of thing before. Like people trying to steal shit from these places or whatever. Or not wearing a mask, for the whole COVID-19 thing. Or touching the employees. But here we go, I guess.
This pregnant woman can't enjoy Disneyland because they can't ride the rides.
Street Mercy for Jesus, goddamn Christ. We just started and it's already stupid. I mean, yes, you can't ride certain rides if you're pregnant. That sounds within reason, as I said a moment ago. Why do you have to literally start like that? Why couldn't you just phrase that in a different matter? This seems oddly specific in the way you said it. So, what the actual hell? I am confused.
Any sensible person,
Well,
right? I mean, there's other
yeah.
things to do.
Well,
You can go to Epcot and drink your way around the world.
oh, wait.
Whoops. Well, there's another strike.
I don't know about that. I don't think a pregnant woman should be drinking alcohol. She can have some coffee, maybe. And that just sounds like you're trying to advertise something else, like to do something else. Don't go to Disneyland if you're pregnant, so do something else. That's how it's coming off. Like you're trying to advertise other activities in which the pregnant woman could do instead. And are you trying to take a jab towards Disney? That's how it seems like right there. So what the actual hell?
I personally would never go to Disney while pregnant, but they've just created a food that's made for pregnant women.
Okay, fine. Don't go while you're pregnant. Why do you have to state that specifically? Like, okay, and don't. Sure, whatever. And what about a drink and whatnot? Okay, again, of course they were trying to look out for potential customers. Like anybody can be a potential customer. They want to look out for them. That actually makes perfect sense. Why you point that out? What does have to be pointed out?
The fundus cake
No,
instead
what's
of a
that?
funnel cake.
The fundus. Oh,
The
I
fundus
get it.
cake. So it's right down here on your body.
The
Your
fundus.
fundus.
Yeah, they might.
What was so funny? What was the joke? I guess the joke here is that I'm expecting anything intelligent from this. Ugh. Well, in that case, jokes on me, I guess. So, haha.
Funnel cake, fundus
The
cake.
fundus cake.
Try and keep up,
Look at
Emily.
you.
We're moving fast today.
I bet you you had some coffee today.
We're moving fast today. I came up with.
What the hell does that mean? Moving fast today, from like topic to topic, and the person you're talking to can't catch up. What's happening here exactly? This. What's the whole point of this?
Fundus
Buckle
cake.
up like
Listen,
that.
I came up with fundus cake. Like
You got
that.
anything else?
Yeah, no.
Damn
I'm
it.
good for one and done. I'm a one and doneer. Yeah.
Disneyland has just started selling a fried pickle corn dog.
Assuming that's true, what does that have to do with the pregnant woman not going and you not going while pregnant? What does anything have to do with anything? And drinking. What's happening here exactly?
Saw that.
So there's a hot dog inside of a pickle, inside of fried corn dog bit. It's kind of like a turducken, but with a pickle and a hot dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, it also comes with a side of peanut butter for
I
dipping.
saw that. It's
Okay, that sounds absurd. The whole idea behind that. But okay, so what? How is any of this deemed newsworthy exactly? I don't care. I genuinely don't care.
that's where you lost me.
No, because peanut
other-
butter's good on burgers.
The
You
other-
know that.
No, it's not.
Yes, it
the other
is.
thing doesn't sound horrible.
What? Peanut butter on a hamburger? Now we're talking about this? Again, what's happening here? Why? Why does this have to be a thing? I don't get it. What does any of the? I thought we were supposed to talk about drinks, and now we're talking about burgers and that, and something about alcoholic drinks for pregnant women. What's wrong? What? What's happening?
Still don't think I'd order it.
Because it's like a Chicago dog fried,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Pickle, hot
Pickle,
dog.
yeah, yeah.
And then
But
you dip it in
The
peanut butter.
Peanut butter dipping is.
I'm
That's,
on it.
that's where it's for.
No, I'm here
That's
for
where
it.
it's for pregnant lady. Well, if you weren't on it, you wouldn't be pregnant in the
I'm
first
here
place.
for it.
Since you have nothing to blame but yourself. Enjoy your
What?
Enjoy
Two?
your fundus cake. Show's basically over.
Yeah, let's go home.
I've now used all my good material up. I burned it up before 7:34.
Well, that was completely and utterly pointless. Yeah, that was the whole shtick. The whole that's whatever that topic was about. So, I mean, okay, there was nothing that was achieved here, like at all. It was completely pointless because, considering the fact that there are, what if this is supposed to be a counter argument? I don't know what they're doing here, really. Was it criticism towards the park or something? Okay, this entire thing was poorly set up because I can't really comprehend what they're going for exactly. And okay, it just seemed like they just made it up as they went along. There was no notes taken. Nothing here was seemed like it was scripted by any means and whatnot. If you want to have something to say, maybe give the company or maybe the studio or whatever the case might be. I guess whatever this might be, give them some constructive criticism. I guess, which is fine. But just the way this is being handled here is poorly done. That's not how you do it whatsoever. What does any of this have to do with pregnant women exactly? Being at the park and not being able to, I guess, ride some rides and whatnot. That sounds perfectly logical. You can't just be like 5 months pregnant and then get on some ride. That's fine. You can't do that. There's certain things you will be limited on doing. Even when it comes to maybe eating some foods or maybe some drinks, that sounds again perfectly logical. And yes, you have to be careful, of course. Even with smoking, you're not supposed to smoke while pregnant and whatnot, which of course can in turn affect a child or children if you have more than one right there. I mean, hell, you can't even take certain drugs really when you think about it. You're not supposed to. So again, it just begs the question I was asking earlier. What the hell does any of this have to do with anything? It just comes out they were just rambling on as they ran along. Just ramble. And that's it. That's all they were doing, just rambling on. Let me just wrap things up here because I don't want this to go for too long, even though this is most likely to go over 10 minutes. But just keep this short and sweet to the point, I guess, because this entire thing just seems nonsensical. Because nothing was adding up. Nothing was well rehearsed. Yeah, no, don't you think you have to put things together and actually come up with some sort of structure of whatever you're saying, even if this is just supposed to be like a short little podcast and whatnot? So it's just something I thought I'll discuss here, folks, because of the fact it has something to do with Disney. Still don't know what that something is. But I don't see the connection here exactly. So bottom line is that this entire thing just seems poorly constructed because they clearly were just rambling on about nothing. This entire thing is groundless. Even if they might have certain points like you shouldn't be drinking while pregnant, stuff like this. Yeah, that's true. You shouldn't be, and you shouldn't be riding certain rides. And if Disney wants to make some things for specifically pregnant women, that's okay too. Like we're saying earlier, they have to look for the comfort of the potential customer. Of course, they want to make money, which in itself is fine. You have to make sure that everybody's comfortable. Like anybody that comes to the theme parks or what have you, you have to be comfortable. That's fine. All right, folks, that'll be it. Just this entire thing just seems absurd. All right, then, whatever. Thanks for watching. Yeah.